What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the politics and BS.
When you turn me around, when the neighbors yell turn down, we keep it going like bum bum bum. Throw it back then rotation. Cigarettes and just season. Shine bright as that season. Girl, you know you are a jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, jam.
Project 2025. That's out there. I haven't read it. I don't want to read it.
This is a document I know nothing about. It's called Project 25. I heard about it a week ago and has nothing to do with me whatsoever.
I don't know what the hell it is. It's Project 25. He's involved in Project, and then they read some of the things, and they are extreme. I mean, they're seriously extreme. But I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it.
So if there was ever any doubt, you're about to see that Project 2025 was a real thing that Donald Trump denied knowing anything about, denied having any involvement with. And yeah, he's not the stupidest person in the world, but he definitely is not the most intelligent. So I would never say that he created Project 2025, nor does he probably even understand the depths and all of the things that are involved with Project 2025. But the main reasons why he is okay with it, he is involved with it, he is accepting of it, he wants it, and he is going to put people in place to ensure that it is enacted, is because of one main reason. And people can say that there's no way that Donald Trump is racist. Look at all of the pictures of him with black people. I don't care how many pictures he's in with black people. That does not mean that he is not a racist. And it really baffles me when I hear people say that, because the slave owners were racist, but they were having sex, raping, shouldn't use that word, but that's just what it was, the black women and black men. So miss me with the he's not a racist line, because it's just not true. Let's give the definition of what a racist is. Characterized by or showing prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. A person who is prejudiced against or antagonistic toward people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group. So I don't care if he's in pictures with black people. The people that he's in pictures with throughout his career, it has been only for those reasons. Let's go back to the history of him. And I'm not going to go into all of that in this video because I don't want to make this video long. But all you have to do is Google his past. Just put in Donald Trump racist and all in Google, and all of the things will start popping up, okay? And probably some of them that we don't know about, because those are just the ones that we know about. Okay? So with that being said, the main reason why Donald Trump wants this Project 2025 to be put in place, and you're always hearing him talk about the border crisis, people coming here from shithole countries. Why can't we bring people from Greenland? Why can't we bring people from Europe? Why can't we bring people from Italy? Like, those people come here already. Like, it's ridiculous. Russia, wherever his wife came from. It is because of the racist mindset and spirit that he has. And he wants to, like, look up ethnic cleansing. Google ethnic cleansing and countries that have put that into place. Terrible, tragic, traumatic, demonic. All people were created by God. So for these people to have these superior complexes, to feel that they are better than anyone else and that they should be the ones that are in power, that's why when I talk about the politics and I talk about these so-called Christians who claim that Donald Trump is the man that God chose for such a time as this, like, that's the type of stuff that they like to say, right? Donald Trump was not chosen by God. People voted, and he, for whatever reason, got more votes than Kamala did. He was not chosen by God. So please stop saying that bullcrap. And I talked about this before, where this is not a whole lot different from back in the Bible days when God wanted the people to rely on him, and the people said, nah, F that, we want a king. So God said, okay, you want your king? I'm going to give you your king. And that king was harsh. He was brutal. They effed around and found out. Okay? And this is no different. Just different times, different names, different people. But essentially, it is no different. So if you don't have a relationship with God right now, I recommend you get one, because these are going to be times where you're really going to have to rely and depend on him. The people who, and that's the part that really baffles me about these so-called Christians who claim that they wanted Donald Trump and God wanted Donald Trump, and that's why he won this time. Because he's like King Cyrus. It's so stupid. It's so stupid, because why would God want to, if God wants you to honor him, worship him, serve him, and let him serve you, and when I say serve you, I just mean like he's your father and you're his child, so he's going to take care of you, then why in the world would God want to put a man in place for you to depend on him? It doesn't make any sense, and it's not true. The ones who claim to be prophets, the one who claim that they have this personal connection with God, where God is just talking to them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and whatever they say is God. Like, they're pretty much saying that whatever they say is God. So take them at their word, and if you don't, then God is going to strike you down. It's absolute nonsense. But the main reasons why he wants to put this in place, because a lot of the things that are in Project 2025 are definitely racist. They are harsh. They're brutal. And the stuff that he's already been talking about, putting into place, things that are going to, in a way, give reparations to white people. Like, are you kidding me? Giving reparations to white people. If these institutions, these policies that have been put in place to try to help correct the crimes, the atrocities, the disparagement, the discrimination of the past, and unfortunately the present, to help those who are in positions where they're not born to win. And if these things that have been put into place to help minorities are excluding the majority ethnicity, then they're going to be penalized. And then those people that are in the majority ethnicity will be able to be compensated for their pain. It's just absolute nonsense. And it is a slap in the face. It's honestly, in my opinion, blasphemy for any so-called Christian to claim that God put this man into place. How in the world? And I don't hear any of these people out here talking about these things. How is this God-like? How is this helping anyone that is in a place of not being born to win, if you get my drift. But no, all they want to do is talk about babies are going to be saved because termination of pregnancies are going to be outright illegal. So you want babies to be born into this space of living hell, like, pretty much. That's just to name one thing. There's so many other things I could go into, but that's the one that they really love to talk about. Roe v. Wade, Roe v. Wade. He put the people in the Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade. So now God has won. Seriously? But I haven't been watching the news, but I want to play a little bit of this clip because this guy, he perfectly sums up what overall Project 2025 was really all about and why they're pushing to get this implemented, hopefully in like the first half of the first year of Donald Trump's term.
No, this is part of the plan. Like that they literally wrote a plan down and then prepared all the supporting documentation so they could check off that box. And then this is where the personnel police comes in. They're making sure they have the right people to implement it. Ross Vaught gave a speech where he talked about the fact that he was planning on doing this, or at least to have the resources ready so that if there was sufficient blowback, they could deploy it. And I just want to put a bow on it to note that one of the through lines here is why they want to sort of, it's not just revenge against their political opponents. That obviously gets a lot of fear. But the part that always stands out to me is that the rationale for why they need to do all these things is to end multiculturalism in America. That's not my term. Mm-hmm. That's what Ross Vaught said. That the reason why you go after immigrants first, that you start to implement all of these big radical changes, is that this is the beginning of the end of multiculturalism in America.
Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.